resurrection for us to live forever with him, and Jesus' future arrival is going to be where all things are restored and everything's healed and there's no more tears. That's what Jesus was coming to do, and that's what Mary got to be a part of. Jesus offers peace in a chaotic world if we're willing to trust him one day at a time. So I'm going to invite the band to come up, and I just want to say to so many of you, I see you trusting God. Put those 5 steps back up there again for me. I see so many of you. I see her being somebody that follows these steps as you know, one day at a time. It is not easy. She acknowledges her emotions. She moves towards her support system. She has to daily check into the idea that God is doing something that she can't see. And she looks back and she sees God's faithfulness over this last year, the brain tumor being removed, and now she's trusting God one day at a time because next week she starts radiation for 6 weeks. This mom. And what I love and have been so inspired by her is she says time and time again, this is so hard, but the only way out is through, one day at a time. And I just see her as a living example of not handling this all perfectly, but she is trusting God. And so pray for Heidi, if you will, that she's heading into this radiation. And if you are somebody who's in that trusting God one day at a time season in your life, will you let us know? Because we're going to head into 2025 with a real emphasis on prayer. So ever. And that because of what Jesus did, we're not facing these things alone, but God is with us. Jesus is with us. Emmanuel, God with us.
We are well aware of what Jesus accomplished on the cross. But before that accomplishment, he was with his disciples. And he broke bread and he gave thanks. And he said, "This is my body, broken for you, given for you. Do it in remembrance of me." And then he took the cup after supper and he said, "This is my blood shed for you. Do it in remembrance of me." Each week, we have the privilege of taking communion here at Mill City as a way to remind ourselves about Jesus' life, his death, and his resurrection, and the fact that we have victory because of Jesus. So as you think about it, as you are processing what Pastor Steph has said, I would encourage you to come down the
come, we can unstable. is the Lamb who was given. His peace for those who believe.
And there is would you stand as you're able as we sing? Where there is praise, He will inhabit, and there will be grace and mercy all around, and every burden will be lifted in His. Jesus Christ, the King above all. Who overcame, buried in her. Oh, He is alive with the storm. To Him forever. Death is conquered, and our Savior holds the key. That reigns above all. All glory, all power is yours. We will behold Him, and every tear He'll wipe away. 'Cause we'll